Hello, my name is Waylon Lewis, and every week we'll bring you a new podcast with Elephant Journal. Hey friends, this is Waylon Lewis of Elephant Journal, and I'm here with another amazing guest. I just met you, Vasta, like a week or two ago. Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us about yourself a little bit, and why or how did you come to be a vegan or plant-based chef?
My name is Vasta. I am from Rwanda. I say that because people always ask me. That's the first question people ask me. So let's get out of the way.
Is what?
Where are you from?
Oh, where are you from? Yeah.
So I'm from Rwanda. I grew up vegetarian. My parents made me vegetarian.
So was that normal for a lot of your friends?
No, it was just my family. They were religious. Their religion required them to be vegetarian. Mm-hmm. So I grew up vegetarian. But when I grew up, I decided to stay vegan slash vegetarian by choice. I love the lifestyle. It's simple. I've never had meat, so I don't know how meat is on me, but I'm not...
You've never had meat your whole life?
No.
Not once?
Maybe when I was like 2, but I don't remember. I have no memory of
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I love the lifestyle. I don't feel like I am missing anything, so I kept it, and I'm a vegan chef because I want to share my cooking. It's very simple, delicious, and whole food. That's what I do cook.
Yeah, so if the only thing you get from this conversation is that Vasta's amazing, what is your account? It's
Iwacu Flavor, IWCU Flavors.
Yeah, your dishes are just gorgeous, just beautiful to look at.
Thank you.
I haven't had the pleasure of tasting them, which is the best part.
You're gonna buy too soon.
Yeah, I'm sort of hinting and trying to invite myself for some of your amazing food. And then what brought you to Boulder?
I came to Boulder to go to school. I go to Escoffier, August Escoffier School of Culinary Arts. I'm in the plant-based program.
And that's a pretty new program for Escoffier, right?
Yes, it is 2 years old. And it's 2 years old. So.
Right. So, and how are you enjoying that program?
I'm enjoying it very much. First class was now. We're in the kitchen cooking. It's very enjoyable. Teamwork, learning new dishes.
And then we've already talked about it personally a little bit, but what do you want to do with that? You're a relatively experienced chef, but you're still quite young. Like, what is the impact or the lifestyle that you want to create through your plant-based cooking?
I have a few goals or ideas I want to achieve with my cooking or veganism, whatever you want to call it. I want to do a meal prep service. And I want to have a product, especially my hot sauce. You will let me know how it tastes.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I may have to think about it in depth, meaning you'll have to bring me more and more and more while I think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And something else I want to do, I want to travel around the world, try new different vegan food and sharing my food with other people.
Love that.
I used to want to have a restaurant. That's still the case, but I'm not sure, But I still want to cook something for people, so meal prep, private chefing is my...
Right. Well, meal prep became incredibly, it's always been a thing, but it became really popular during COVID. And we have a bunch of meal prep in Boulder, where you get all the products either cooked or ready to put together. And it's really convenient. One of the big obstacles with that, from my point of view, environmentally, is it's a lot of styrofoam and plastic and dry ice and a lot of waste.
Yes.
And some of the vegan things seems to be, I've been vegan for a long time. I'm also an environmentalist, is that you want to be kind to our earth, because animals need the earth. They don't like plastic. Plastic is messing up fish and all that. So how would you do meal prep? Like the other day we went to Leaf, we got like the to-go containers you can bring back. Is there a way to do meal prep that is good for the planet?
I think so. I think it's not that hard if you are to go to someone's house, prep them. Like for me, I want you to do it. I want to start from scratch, where I recommend what containers you use, how you freeze them, how you store them. So it's not just I'm cooking for you and then leaving you with the food. I want to store them for you.
Love that.
And recommend I do meal prep for myself. And
You already do.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I have specific container I love it to use, and you can reuse them.
Love
them.
that.
So that's part of the goal for me, because yes, for me as well, like I love to, how say it, be nice to the environment.
Yeah.
I grew up not even using plastic like that, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So
Well, we
coming
talked
here-
about, like, you want to do a product as well.
Mhm.
Like here in Boulder, Naturally Boulder is this big trade organization. And almost all the companies start with a lot of ethics, but then they're under pressure to raise money or make money or cut corners financially, save money. And they wind up being not organic and in plastic and, just kind of part of the problem.
Mhm.
So I always ask that question, like, how are you seem quite genuinely inspired about this. Like, how do you approach this in a way that hopefully we can all support and learn from?
Can you ask the question again? Approach what?
Well, that you're not just offering another product in the near future. You're not just offering another meal prep, that you want to approach it in a caring, mindful
Yeah, I want to
way.
approach it in a caring and educational way, where it's not just food. So like I want to come and we talk or teach you how to do it in case if I want to do it by yourself, or why I'm doing it, or how I'm doing
That's
it.
so cool. So it's like empowering meal prep.
Yes. I mean, eventually I think everyone should cook for themselves, but not everybody can. But I think people can be inspired to at least try,
Yeah.
do here and there.
Yeah, Elephant, we've partnered with a bunch of meal prep companies over the years, and I've always tried them out, and I always love that it kind of helps me cook a little bit, cook different and new things, learn some things, and I always hate all the waste. It's so much waste from one box. But the part I love is that, if you could help empower us to learn how to cook more.
Like especially now being in school, we are learning how to reuse scraps. I mean, leftover veggies. I don't waste food anyways, but there's many ways now I'm learning how I can reuse anything, even like the waste. We think it's waste. It's not waste. You can still make a stock from all the onion peels or the carrots peels. Anything you peel, you can reuse it.
Right.
And not have to just throw away fresh waste.
That's great. Yeah, that's transformative. I think the stat is something like 33% of all food that we grow in the U.S. winds up going directly to the trash.
Yeah, like for example, the oil I made, usually the residue they throw away, but you can just grind it into a paste and eat it. It's as good as just the oil, but different consistency and taste actually. So,
And that's your habanero
yes.
hot sauce oil? So you could also find, that's very interesting for a potential company if you start a product company, is that it's using not waste, but using everything and saving some money perhaps and causing less waste.
Yeah, and even for meal prep, let's come to your place, I cook for you, and you have the waste, we can freeze them and we use them next time I come. Even, there's always waste around things if you are open to, giving some time to think about it, or if you care enough.
That's so inspiring. Love that.
Thank you.
So, what are a few meals or even snacks or things like hot sauce, anything that you really enjoy making for yourself?
I love rice. I'm the rice queen, I say. I like to call myself the rice queen. I love rice. I cook it a lot, and I cook many different ways. One of my favorite ways that is whole, like you can freeze it or put it in the fridge and eat the rice for the rest of the week, is rice and beans. You cook beans and then you put rice in it. Very tasty and very also like filling. The beans have a lot of protein, so you are getting, you're getting some rice and beans, and you can make veggies on the side. Just the day off, roast some vegetables, saute some veggie, make some fries. I love fries, or potatoes. So rice and beans is one of my favorite food. It's very simple, just the way you cook rice, but add beans in it, and use bean water. I say cook beans from scratch. I do not recommend buying beans from the store that's pre-cooked, or the canned beans or frozen beans. No.
Right. You like to cook them.
Just take the time. Like I feel everybody should invest in a pressure cooker or an Instant Pot if you don't have time, but you want to eat clean, good food or beans. A pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker changed my life when I got one.
Put in there.
Because they're so fast
Yeah,
too.
they're fast. But these beans, you gotta cook them slow over at least 6 hours.
With a pressure cooker?
Yes.
Yeah, it still
but
takes
on
time.
Slow, on high heat, but on slow.
Oh,
So you
okay.
do slow cooking because you gotta get that bean juice to come out of the beans,
Ah.
and that juice is what you use to cook the rice.
Look at you.
Yeah.
And you use that to cook the rice because it's loaded with good stuff.
Yeah, it's tasty. I mean, it's a different kind
Tasty.
of flavor of rice. I mean, you can cook plain rice, but with beans, it's like you don't have to do much cooking once you have the rice because there's already beans in it.
Right. Love that. And then you can freeze it. You can make a bunch.
Freeze it. I usually freeze mine. I have 2 in the fridge and everything else in the freezer, so just take one. Okay.
Easy.
Easy.
Super simple.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can add different. Do you add different flavors or sauces during the week?
No, you mean you can cook on the side different vegetables. So with the rice and beans, you can also use like chickpeas, you can use peas, you can use any beans you
Lentils.
want. Lentils, not so much.
No lentils.
Well, if you want to, but lentils not gonna give you that good because lentils are too soft.
Yeah, I was going
going
to say that. Lentils are bad.
No, they're not bad. You can just put it on the side.
I love them.
But with the rice in the
Right.
pressure cooker, they're just gonna be like. I mean, you can still
They turn
make
to mush,
it. Yeah,
kinda.
they're too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
But like chickpeas, peas, any different kind of beans. You can even put corn if you want to. But corn is gonna give a little sweet flavor, so depends on your preference. Potatoes too. You can put potato in the same rice with the beans. And during the week, you can just cut vegetables, blackberry, cauliflower, cabbage, chop it up, saute it 5 minutes.
What's Okay, sorry about the commercial break. So, in terms of different flavors, though, how do you add different sauces, or is it pretty much the same kind of?
Actually, for me, flavors something I've noticed that a lot of vegan eat over processed food.
Yeah.
And flavor, onion, salt, a little oil, and tomato. It's the best flavor for almost anything you can eat.
Onion, salt.
Oil and tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or just herbs like thyme, fresh thyme, rosemary.
Right.
Bay leaf, you can throw a bay leaf in the rice. It's gonna have to give a very nice flavor.
Yeah, I need to do more spices. I have spices, but I don't use them, and then they get stale. And
You mean dry spices?
you don't do that.
I don't use dry spices. I use only fresh. Everything I do is fresh.
So you buy them fresh and you grind them up or whatever.
Yeah. Or sometimes I dehydrate them, but usually I prefer fresh. Fresh is much better. And
Okay.
Or you can also freeze them and just take a little, put in there. The time freezes fine.
That's a good tip.
Rosemary, habanero, grate it, freeze it, just sprinkle it on there. But I think fresh herbs are the way to go,
Okay.
especially for vegan.
So I'll go in my kitchen, take my spice rack, and
Turn that shit on, just like-
Yeah.
No, I do have like dry spices, but I've never used them. I just have them
Yeah.
because I'm like maybe one day I'm gonna make an Italian dish, so I have like oregano. But
right.
besides that, I think fresh herbs, fresh spices is the way to go, and you can also make yours.
Right.
It tastes much better. You can dehydrate yours in an oven, easy, if you're that adventurous.
So yeah, I mean that makes sense because like we wouldn't, at least these days, at least in Boulder, most of my friends, we wouldn't use like old, dry, ground up coffee for our coffee. We would grind it fresh.
So same thing with spices.
Same with pepper,
Yeah.
even salt.
I mean, even there's spices we buy, so they're like, based by maybe like 5 years from now. But do you really think it's that good if it's, if it's
No,
been
my
packaged?
Yeah, I have a lot of lovely spices that are just been sitting around for 5 years.
Yeah.
Like they're organic, they're nice, but they're dry.
So-
Good. Any other?
Another dish is I think
Yeah.
people used to. My favorite, my most popular dish that's simple to love, it's cabbage and carrots and tomato.
Okay.
Fine chopped the cabbage. How you cut vegetables doesn't matter. For flavors, for look, because vegan, you gotta eat good food, delicious food that looks good. It's not just about like throwing shit stuff in the pot. So finely chopped cabbage, carrots, and tomato. You pretty much put onions. Onion first, carrots second, saute those, add in the cabbage, let the cabbage cook until it's translucent, add tomatoes, salt to taste.
That is so good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very simple, and you can add garlic at the end for a more complex flavor.
Love garlic.
Yeah, grate it, do not chop it. Grate it.
Why is that?
Because you don't want to cook it too long. But if it's grated, it can cook like in 30 seconds.
Right, very quickly.
And you still get that aroma. If you cook for too long, it's not gonna taste as good.
Thanks for listening. Hope you're getting a lot out of it. The full conversation is on our indie platform that supports and continues our work, elephantjournal.com/videos. You can subscribe, listen, watch, and participate there. And when you do so, you'll keep these mindful videos and podcasts going. elephantjournal.com/videos. May it be of benefit.